Just check. Is this phone on? I don't think this phone is on. And man got charged, so we have to charge this one. That's okay. We ain't worried about that. We just doing this. Keep that on mind. That's going off what we would have it, you know what I'm saying, playing the music. But we ain't really tripping off the music right now. You know, we just glad to be on. You know, sipping coffee. We gonna turn on the TV.
You have a UTI at 30,000 feet. Yeah, you need a doctor. Good thing you can chat with an Amazon One medical provider from anywhere. That way, beds will be at your hotel, maybe even before you arrive. Now just brace your urethra for turbulence. Do you want to gain weight? Yes, I said gain weight. Do you want more curves? Do you want to bulk up? Try CB1 Weight Gainer today. The natural weight gain pill designed for people who struggle to put
Open
on
up
weight.
these messages.
The results, I'm loving the way that I look.
I was able to eat. I was able to hit the gym. I'm feeling great and I'm looking great. I put on 25 pounds.
It's that I've always dreamed of.
Order today and we'll include the exclusive weight gain guidebook. A $20 value free when you call now. We'll also update your order to rush processing. A
Until you
$6.99
satisfied, whatever it
Call
is.
now and save over
Do
$25.
do it till you satisfied.
Money back guaranteed. Call 1-800-497-4246 or go to
Do it.
trycb1.com.
Do it. Let me text. Let me text. Hold on, let me text.
Asbestos exposure. If you or a loved one were exposed to asbestos and were later diagnosed with
There you go. I'm with you.
asbestosis,
I'm with you.
pleural thickening, pleural plaques,
Bam, there you go.
colon
Ha.
cancer, stomach cancer, or any of the diseases listed on your
You
story,
drinking coffee?
Victims Justice Group now. You may be entitled to significant money damages. Many
If you're gonna be making music all night, you gotta come into the night wired up.
60s and 70s, when
You
inhaled
know.
or ingested,
This
asbestos
my.
fibers become trapped within the body.
All right, put that right there. Let's get the twister one. Don't I got one in my ear? No. Wifey got that one. I got this. And I got a full bowl right there. Gotta charge up this phone. It ain't working. That would have been the music, see? That would have been lovely.
There are strict deadlines to file a claim. Waiting times could mean losing your right to compensation for your loved ones or your asbestos exposure. If you or a loved one worked in any of the industries or trades listed on your screen, especially those who served in the Navy or other armed forces, boilermakers, plumbers, shipyards, asbestos abatement, insulators, commercial contractors, and construction workers, and were later diagnosed with mesothelioma, lung cancer, cancers of the throat, esophagus, stomach, rectal, colon, or any of these asbestos-related diseases. Call the Asbestos Exposure Helpline now. Mesothelioma, lung cancer, and other asbestos-related diseases and cancers can be devastating for victims and their families. Every year, thousands of people will be diagnosed with mesothelioma and asbestos-related diseases. The attorneys and their staff working with Victims Justice Group have decades of experience and fully understand the complexities of filing a claim to get you the maximum payment for your pain and suffering, securing over $1 billion for mesothelioma and asbestos victims and their families. We have helped thousands of victims seek justice, but don't delay. There are strict deadlines. Call our asbestos exposure
What's your weight?
Lori, I've been dating her for 3 years. Dave definitely helps me catch up on bills with up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. I love
Where the news at?
I can take the kids to the movies. Getting started is easy.
I ain't ever worried about nothing. I'm very interested to learn more about Christine and bond with her. I hope she don't go home, but at this point, my strategy.
So smart. He comes from a respected family. And there's me. That family.
To 1 year. Call now to schedule your free, no-obligation, in-home design consultation. You can create your new bath or shower customized just for you. Installed in just 1 day from the most trusted name with jacuzzi bath.
The process is so easy. First, the designers come to your home, bringing the shopping right to you. You see the colors and designs right where they'll be, and you'll feel the quality and textures right in your hand, in your space. So there's no guessing. And you can build the bathroom of your dreams that you've always wanted. Then, you'll watch it all come together right before your eyes. And it's customized just for you. You don't want to give up your bath for shaving? Well, how about a custom seat? Love having an arrangement of soaps to choose from? We have plenty of storage options. And let's talk about the installer tub. The installers at Jacuzzi Bathroom Model tear out your old shower or tub.
I gotta
Clear
get
down
the
to the
text in
studs
there.
for a total bath.
We did the demo and we did the install and we're done before the end of the day. To be able to have that was a gift. I did not like my bathroom before and was embarrassed by it. Yes. This is unbelievable. It is stunning. I can't believe it.
Jacuzzi has been making water feel great for more than 70 years, so you know it's a brand you can trust. For an at-home sanctuary you'll love for years to come. Look at the gorgeous custom designs. Plus, we offer free in-home design services to build the bath of your dreams right in your own home. Every detail is covered for a solution just for you. What are you waiting for?
Now is the time to convert your old bathtub to a beautiful, easy entry shower with features like grab bars and a custom seat that combines safety and style. Proud of your bathroom again with Jacuzzi Bath Remodel.
Time is running out to take advantage of this special offer. When you call right now, we're waiving all installation costs with our Christina Across America offer and no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Call now to schedule your free, no-obligation, in-home design consultation. You can create your new bath or shower customized just for you, installed in just 1 day from the most trusted name with Jacuzzi Bath Remodel. The preceding Christina Across America program was a paid presentation brought to you by Jacuzzi Bath Remodel, making water great for more than 70 years.
Billions of years ago, our nearest planetary neighbor, Venus, may have had oceans and rivers, life-giving habitats like the ones that grace the early Earth. Today, its burned-out surface is a global fossil of volcanic destruction. Concealed beneath a dense, toxic atmosphere. Scientists are now unveiling daring new strategies to explore its tortured landscapes, to search for clues from a time when the planet was alive. How did Venus descend into this hellish state? And how did our planet, Earth, manage to survive? At the surface, the air is 95% carbon dioxide. So dense, it's more like an ocean than an atmosphere. And it's hot enough to melt lead. Overhead, thick clouds of sulfuric acid. No spacecraft has lasted longer than 2 hours on Venus. All we have seen close up, a few images transmitted by the Soviet Venera landers back in the 1970s. Radar images from the Magellan mission in the 90s have stoked our desire for more.
We think of it as this sort of ugly, forbidding, scary place because we've seen these few Russian lander images of these sort of eroded rocks and, crushing atmosphere. But when you look at the Magellan imagery and you see this bewildering array of volcanic forms and flows and bizarre and interesting canyons and valleys and channels that have been carved by liquid lava and volcanoes of different sizes and shapes, I think the surface of Venus is probably really beautiful.
Thousands of years ago, Asian skywatchers saw Venus as two separate stars. Kimi, the beginner of brightness in the morning, and Sangyang, the exalted western one, in the evening.
It's always sort of flirting with the edges of night. You'll never see Venus at midnight up high in the sky. It's always just in the edges of dawn and dusk.
Sumerian priests saw it as one. Inanna, goddess of sex, fertility, physical beauty, and attraction. Inanna became Aphrodite to the Greeks, born from the foam of the sea, protector of those who sail. The Hellenic goddess of love beckoned us to venture into the unknown. Roman leaders declared April the month of Venus throughout the empire. During the festival of Veneralia, Romans honored purity and piety in affairs of the heart. Across the Atlantic, Venus was seen as the little brother of the sun.
In a way, the most astute Venus observers were the Mesoamericans, the Aztecs, the Maya, the Toltecs. For those cultures, Venus was this male, macho warrior with a spear going down into the underworld and doing battle against the enemies of humanity. We think of Venus as Botticelli's Venus, the feminine figure in our culture, but it's around the world, and Venus has had a lot of very different manifestations.
In time, the Venus of myth gave way to the scrutiny of science. In 1610, Galileo Galilei observed crescent Venus changing through phases like the moon. Yet another clue that planets orbit the sun. But even through his telescope, Galileo could not discern its features. Finally, in May 1761, thanks to a rare alignment, the Russian astronomer Mikhail Lomonosov glimpsed its distinctive character.
About once every 100 years or so, Venus actually passes in between the sun and the Earth, and you can see the little dot of Venus moving across the face of the sun. At the moment when the dot of Venus starts to cross the disk of the sun, the very first moment and the very last moment when the dot of Venus moves off the disk of the sun, something weird happens. There's a distortion, what is called the black drop. It's almost like the edge of the sun kind of leaps off towards it and then is distorted inwards. And Lomonosov realized that that would make sense if Venus had an atmosphere. Once you know that, then you can deduce the diameter of Venus. And they said, oh wow, it's basically the same size as Earth. It's the size of Earth, and yet it's so bright. Why is it so bright? Oh, because it must be covered in clouds. And they were right about that as well. And the assumption at that time, which was reasonable, was that the clouds are made out of water.
The idea that Venus was like Earth sparked the imaginations of fantasy and science fiction writers.
I remember seeing a book when I was a kid that said that Venus might have prehistoric jungles and dinosaur type animals. I thought that would be really exciting, but it turned out to be nothing like that.
We were dedicated to killing mountains. That's what we volunteered for. Absolutely unreal.
At the dawn of the space age, Mariner 2 was the first successful mission to another planet.
Back in 1962, Mariner 2 became the first spacecraft to explore Venus on a flyby, and it made a fantastic discovery that the Venus surface was very hot. Unfortunately, that was not very good for Venus exploration because all the classical ideas about Venus being habitable with people and forests living on the surface just went out the door.
Stranger still, NASA's Mariner 2 found that the planet rotates very slowly and backwards compared to Earth. American
Flowing in the comments because I'm hot. Give me some coffee. I'm flowing in the comments. Lacing it up. Maybe laying it down early. Might be, just might be. With my people. With my people.
Remarkably, about 3 billion years ago, Venus was probably much more like Earth. Each one nurtured the promise of life.
They're the same size, they formed in roughly the same place. There's a lot of circumstantial evidence that Venus had a more Earth-like environment when it was young, so they may have both had warm oceans and all the other conditions necessary for an origin of life at the time when Earth apparently had an origin of life.
Our biggest problem with Venus is that we have so little information.
Well, I guess that's gonna be just hearing humans with their finite hypothesis about life.
Venus is the worst crime scene imaginable because it's been almost completely disrupted.
That'll give me another one.
Question for those of us who are
Got one already.
understand history is when
Let's get this going.
evolution.
Look, see, that's how you know somebody intellectual. Listen to planet stuff, getting their mind right, zoning out, tuning in, vibing, zoning, spacing.
It's likely to be still geologically active in some of the same ways as the Earth. It's really a huge laboratory for understanding the Earth because of its many similarities as well as some differences.
You know what? Kill that. Let's listen to my music. Even if we go lose, you go lose a person here, because that's me. If you want to talk, we can talk. Whatever you want to discuss. Feed your faith. Faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Abraham believed in God and it was accounted to him for righteousness. Anybody who believes in God has faith in him. But first he believe he is and that he's a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. God is a spirit, and those who worship God must worship him in spirit and truth. Where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Him who the Son has set free is free indeed. I love the place that God got me in. I can teach my baby something. He can grow my faith out of the mouth of babe. You know, God is a time that kill is a time to heal. You know, he teach our hands to war. Now, teach my hands to nurture life, you know, to administer and promote growth, health, enhance longevity, existence. You know, let me not have to study war so much. God is good. These bills is paid. We got, you know, food to eat, clean clothes to wear. I mean, what can you say? Other moves the bus if need be. Can't complain. Can't complain. Can't complain. Won't. Attitude of gratitude determines your latitude, longitude, altitude, magnitude, platitude, stratitude, all that. Itch my back because I'm getting sleepy. That's all. I'm getting a little sleepy. Yeah, I'm going to uplift you if I'm around you. You can't sit around me and be stuck up on stupid. No. Just saying any old thing, talking all out the side of the neck. No. That's why you only see few. Select chosen, you know. Nobody I just met over a bowl of soup. We got to go back years. You got to know my people and know my people's people, you know. Because we ain't falling out over no small shit. You know, strong men can't travel alone. Can't find them in crowds. They ain't hella friendly all like that. They're not to be taken lightly. Kindness with weakness. Push over, bend over, soft. You know, marshmallow. I could be rather harsh fellow. For my king, St. Charles Bell. Belly of Shaka never yellow. My girl can play the cello, piano, drums. I'ma get sums. Rep for the hood lums. Never bumping my gums. Handing out rums to the bums. Never giving them crumbs. Well, I be off it numbs. They eating this up like yums. I got it on rap like mums. Holding it down for my chums. The music in the background is strums. He must be rapping to a hitting beat. There ain't no quitting eat. Everything I'm spitting neat. If it's befitting cheap. Don't fall the thief if he steal cause he hungry, lonely, looking scrawny all bony, in the middle like moaning. I could never be phony. PlayStation on Sony. Montana on that Tony. Montana on that Tony. Ride me my little pony. Never a Jim Brony. Talking about they pantalone. Staying true to the matrimony. Married to the beat. Married to street. Torch baton. Carried the fleet. Place where it very discreet. Get out of line and we buried parakeet. I QB Patrick Mahomes. Big cojones. Never going out over nothing that's balloonies. I wrote it. I spit it. I came with the word. Having a good word in due season. Out of their belly will flow streams of life-giving water, living water. Having the right thing to say is lightning tap. With this music, I'm fighting rap. It enlightens cap. Check the outer worldly sightings map. With this, I brighten chat. Wrongs I'm writing. Keep on plighting. All through it, good night. And nothing I say is frightened. Sense is heightened. I flip it like a Titan, Philly Titan. On twi, in the lighting. Doing it with all my might. You know, I gotta blow. So every set, I gotta audition, gotta perform, you know? I'm sure this isn't her norm, the way I perform. Concerts as if it was storm. You know where we were doing. Coach on curve form. Never warm. Swarm. I got charm, I don't harm. Shaka, wasn't raised no born in no form. Don't believe in palm. Don't believe in calm. 24/7 open with the form. Thank God we not up in orbs. Melodic, I got the horn. Manique. Keep it going at a steady rate. And I can tell they already hating. Quando fine for that petty dating. By my fetty. Get my dimes and nickels. when I'm played. By my figures. Yeah, I'm 8. Pick up speed in my gate, and then I straight. Ashburg, Berry. I'm hate. Liner, track. I'm afraid. Super, I'm overweight. Super, I'm overweight. What they gonna say to males? Knowing about my money, I got too many damn scales. Let the snowflakes pale. Keep the fishes on well. Duck, whoever tells. Let me recline. I exhales. Exhales? Yeah. Lost a tooth. So cold I frost the booth. Not thinking I'm really on it okay, exhaustive proof. No lie, it's worth it. It costs the truth. All right. Elvis has left the building. Elvis has left the building, man. You gotta pay me. Any more, you gotta pay me for this, man. I'm amped. I'm amped. Let me put my seal on it like a stamp. Much love. Silas Charles Hoke, salute Gramps. I'm gonna put down a few more and I'm a vamps. We champs. I shine like lamps. Up the bass like amps. Stay jumping off like ramps. I bite, clench, clutch, clamps. Never going out like tramps. Since I was in pamps. Dirty just like them hamps. Trying to take her to the hamp. Town. Boot, we set up camps. On my spirit, don't try to dance. We been gritty. Ain't nothing about this pretty. Like be legit in the video up in your city. Love them up at East Sedity. Do why did it? Hello Kitty. Bang bang, I'm on my chitty. Guaranteed to have it litty. Game tight. Spit a rap for us and have it ready the same night. You know that this dang bright. Now Lane Mike suffer from shame and fright. Looks can kill. I never blame sight. Be quiet. I ain't hitting if she don't say that. I ain't hitting. Don't expect them to see your dreams. You are one of a kind. Okay? You in this world, but you're not of this world, okay? If you was of this world, then the world would love you as its own. It hated our master, so it's gonna hate us. We gonna be persecuted, you know? Ostracized, left out, forsaken, neglected, rejected. But that's all right, though. It's gonna be all right. Cause it's been all right, or I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? It got real nice. It's gonna get nice again. So stick around. You know. Don't leave me for the miracle happens. You know, it's right before, just before you get ready to get the blessing. That's when you want to give up. Don't do that. That ain't about faith. You gotta have endurance, perseverance, steadfast. Come on now. Look up some of them word definitions. Be like, I'm gonna study today. Study to show thyself approved. That's why I can spit it so fluently. It's good to speak another language, but if you can't speak that Bible, I feel sorry for you. That's what you're really supposed to know. hmm Front to back, like the back of your hand. Yeah, you're supposed to know that. They love when I say this. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever should believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Oh, they love that. John 3, chapter 3, verse 16. They love that. They be looking, they be listening. Like, if he said wrong. That's how you can tell if somebody from a good church or a bad church the way they word it. Mm-hmm. We're going to be judged for every other word. So that's why I'm only going to give y'all the good stuff. I promise. That's what it costs. You want to be the boss, it's going to cost the floss and have the frost. And maybe they'll punch you with the exhaust the Holocaust. Not all like that, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, the hard, strong ones, they call on y'all to do the over and beyond shit. I know. The niggas you see with the most scars and all that, they ain't seen dark days. Respect them. I respect all. I don't care how many teeth you got missing. I don't care how many scars you got. As long as you ain't got a telephone cut for snitching. No, as long as you ain't got hella earrings all on the wrong ear. This the wrong ear to have in the bag. This the right ear. If you go down to LA, they gonna be like, "Why you got that in your ear right there?" Or no, or why the girl wearing one earring in one ear? Yeah, they gonna be on that. So my mama, why you wearing that earring like that? Damn, they be on your earring. How you wearing that? They gotta know who's who, Quan. Some strict code, a structured guideline, you know. Or murder, you know how you go. You function. Listen, I'm sharing your day how you function. Be real. Don't need to be all off too much in the limelight because funny shit be going on. But we gonna get the music right. We're gonna get the presentation, the message down pat. You know, you gotta speak truth to power. And God is power. You gotta speak truth to him. You ain't speaking truthfully, honestly, genuinely, authentically, sincerely, you know, from the heart, inerta, from within, verbatim, word for word, you know. Come on now. A good man brings forth good things out of the good storeroom. You know, the treasures in his heart. You know, paraphrase. I had to paraphrase on that. You know, the storeroom is the treasury. You know, in the heart. You know, and you will know the tree by the fruit that they bear. You know, a good tree can't produce bad fruit. You know, so we gonna have blessing speaking, healing speaking, life speaking. You know, we speaking things into existence, success, triumph, victory. You know, think and grow rich. As a man thinketh, so he is. You know, they wonder where the word at, where the message, where the evangelists, where the prophets. We here. Where are they now? Oh, where art thou? Where art thou? Them niggas hiding, don't be dividing. Much love and respect to those riding. Up on the plate and I'm sliding. No colliding. Handling my business, take care of it strictly, yeah, I'm pride. You know where I'm residing. And all I'm deciding. Shout out to Junior Chocolate tied by the sea, he sighed. Because they don't do it like we does. We already knowing what it was. Never talking to the peach fuzz. Underground king, we got a buzz. Gotta keep it on Guz. Your dog can't be on Muzz. Hit the gas and I'm a Guz. This world is like a puzz. Got me asking who's next. I'm never concerned over my boo sticks. Not one the zoos X in my igloo flex. And keep it concrete, a dime discreet. Check this hard shit like iron I secrete. You know we elite. Like a college student when I be making music. That's all you could do. You're up to 10 o'clock and then it's shut down. 10:30 shut down in the pen. So remember to shut down. You know. Iron sharpens iron. So if you ain't up on iron, you ain't gonna be iron. I got a mentor. He stay in my head. Mama, militant. You know. I'm gonna be up on my usalama. Sickly sasa. Better put this out. Somebody gonna get it. Somebody gonna peep plays. True to 'em, keep ways. And you won't have no weak days. In the passage, my sheep plays. We be deep, bays. Under 'em, up in 'em, my sleep rays. With them down a sweet case. Over 'em, my chips, I don't want to hear peep lays. Here along steep grades, clouds surrounding, high sounding, profound, and it's astounding. Music just pounding, I'm bounding. No runts around me hounding. Lost some new founding. Never known for absconding. Around the way I'm just wounding. Around the way I'm just wounding. Ball, scooping, just grounding. Feet planted, I'm just grounding. You know the sound, dog. They dig it like a groundhog. Grew up around fall. Chase the money, I'm bound, Joe. My rhymes, extraterrestrial. Heavenly. I should be somewhere between the vegetable. Known to do exceptional. Ready for that red and receptional. And baby on conceptional. My game perpetual. Intellectual. Tongue twister, unflexible. Corporate, tight, professional. Got it going like the congressional, concessional. My partner say he need a new sectional. So do I. La, la, Missing piano keys. Missing piano keys. Still getting off my channel G's. I'm trying to see my girl in silk, leather, suede, fur. No flannel, please. Oh, had so to go to the top, the panel T's. You cannot cancel E. I pop my Hansel P. Make one more hit and don't quit. We ain't stopping till we having every bit. Make a hit. Don't you quit. Keep coming with the sauce to him out the wits. Yeah, make a hit, and you don't quit. Okay, I might get with it. Okay, I might get with it. Loving you is what I came to do. Thug and boo, you know that I am true. Thug and boo, you know that I am true. Putting in an hour. Play my game, you know. My wife come up in here. We got a blunt. Drinking coffee. Turn it back on the TV. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. I feel you about that. That's real. I can do your homework with the TV off. I mean, I do that too. Be listening to the TV, play the radio, phone, all that. The more stuff going on, the more, you know, the more of a message I can get through. I'm still here, God. But now you go in the room, you close the door, you turn the TV off. You shut off the lights, you open your Bible, you get a scripture, you meditate on that. You vocalize, you memorize, you internalize, you visualize, and then it materializes. Visualize, then you internalize, then it materializes. That's how you go. You even have to be in church there. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. And whenever you want to meet and greet, like Lil Larussell having a concert, maybe I might slide through. You know, I mean that is right in my neck of the woods, Berkeley, and all that off of Shattuck. That's the place where you be. That's where I'm. That's where I'm being lightweight at. So you feel me? Huh. That's a move. That look like a move I might have to put down. It's gonna come soon or like July 5th. So yeah, everything that's gonna fall at a certain time will fall because we tilted on the West Coast. It tilted to the left. The left coast. You see the phone fell, that lean to the side, yeah. It leans at that angle when we going underneath the planet and around on the dark side. Tales from the dark side, you know what I'm saying? People under the stairs. Yeah, I represent various alliances here. That old school original code. Don't mess with old ladies, disabled people, women, you know. This can we do an any and everything, you know. You gotta answer to somebody. Always somebody bigger than you. Oh, that's what they told me. It wasn't lying either. Just can't be bullying people, you know. And if you're a gentle giant, if you know something about God, man, ain't nothing you can't get. With time will catch it, because God gonna test your faith. If 1,000 years is a day with the Lord and a day is 1,000 years, then time is really nothing to God. He can prove stuff through time. Remember he told Peter he was going to deny him 3 times before the rooster crow. He could see. So in time he gives time for you to figure out. You know, you're going to be tested, but he provide escapes. You ain't got to answer that phone call. You ain't got to go over there. You ain't old playgrounds, you ain't got to go there. Playmates, play things. Catch me solid to the neck, face. Me and a lady. This what the real life was telling me to do. Get out, start a family. You know, real chain of command is you and your lady. You know, the nucleus, the core. The command center. Gotta make you a hero, everything you could dream of. I always wanted to be a solid, real, valid, you know, true, trustworthy, worthwhile, you know, a person with dignity, integrity, loyalty, and honor. And that's what he made me, to a fault. I ain't gonna bite the hand and feed me. I ain't gonna do nothing to nobody wrong that ain't got it covered till they dare to do me wrong. You know, and if I can't have a heart to heart with a person and really feel them out, I don't want to listen to them. Probably have me in a concert with all kind of stuff going on. No, I want a real, you know, what God inhabits is to praise people get, you know, having the time of their life. They save. They refreshments. Not even charging crazy prices. So I'm gonna have my food outlets getting the money, not some get sure they giving the people good stuff. You know, places to lay down, cooling stations, you know. You gotta have it like church. You know which ones. Keep it lit. They ain't cut me off, so I guess they ain't gonna get me for copyright. I hope they don't. Keep it lit. That's about to go off, but that's still on, so that's cool.
You're all that matters to me. If someone has to lose at this game, let it be me. I'm leaving the game. Carabay? Shaka? Carabay. Carabay. Shaka. Carabay. Shaka.